Good morning, Cypress Village residents. This is Ty Morgan, Executive Director. And again, welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. And a Happy New Year to all of our residents, today being January 5th, first week of the new year. And I got to tell you, I am more optimistic about 2024 than any year I can remember here at Cypress Village. So let's all kick it off with some positivity. With that, I'm going to wrap it up with a few items at the end here, but our directors have a lot of good information to kick off the new year for all of our residents and the village at large. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Couple of updates from the maintenance department. First off, you guys probably see the tree work getting done behind my Rika next to the greens. Unfortunately, we had some sort of disease/fungus that was killing the trees. First two that were dying were behind Mr. Wilson's old house, but it was starting to spread. So we've taken out everything we could, or we will be, trying to leave as much as we can. But I can't guarantee that the trees that we leave aren't going to have to come down at a later date if that fungus gets transferred over to them. So we're doing our best to keep as many as we can. We don't want to cut down pine trees by any means, or oak trees for that matter. So with that being said, that work should be done in the next couple days. I've went out and talked to the homeowners on my Rika who are going to be affected, and everybody understood, so I'm very thankful to them. So hopefully this takes it out and we don't have to worry about it after this. A couple other updates. Personnel, Rich is transferred to IHS, so you'll still see him around the building, but he's now working for Dawn. He has a lot of caretaker experience, and he's decided that that's the field he'd rather be in. And from what I understand, he's getting a lot of compliments from the residents he's helping out. So I'm very happy about that. You'll still see him around the village delivering packages and doing a few things for me every once in a while, but he is in IHS permanently now. We will be closing the pool next week for 2 days to put the anti-slip down again. So as soon as I know the exact dates, we'll put it out in an all-call. We'll put up signage, but it will probably be either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday next week. As soon as I know the exact date, I'll let you know. I'm just waiting on the contractor's availability. And we'll put the anti-slip stuff down. And we did it about 3 years ago, so it's time for an update. That's all I got this week, so have a great weekend. Thank you.
Right. Good morning, Cypress Village. Welcome to Coffee Chat. This is the first one of the year, right? Yeah. I believe. The first one of 2024. So very excited to be here. First, I want to start off by talking about our housekeeping in the villas. I know that for a little while there it was a little scared, because we were putting some new people in these positions to be able to clean our villas and our houses. And I think that our residents there gave me the opportunity to put great people in these positions to be able to take care of all of our villas. And they are doing tremendous. I'm getting a really good feedback, so I want to give a good shout out to Dania and Lisette for taking care of our villas. I also want to give a good shout out to Natalie Gibbs, who, because our housekeepers of the villas were on vacation for the holidays, Natalie took the charge, and she's been taking care of these residents in the villas. So Natalie, thank you so much for taking charge and taking care of our residents, just like you do in our towers and all over our community. I want to thank everybody for all the feedback, all the good remarks. Thank you. Keep them coming. Let's get all those valor cards out there for our housekeepers, our floor technicians, all our employees all over the village, our servers. Let's keep them coming, because those are great motivation for our employees. They love it. They love to hear your comments. They love to know that you're satisfied. So please keep them coming. I'm going to end it with the word of the week, the first one of 2024. It's actually going to be a couple of words, because I want to tell everybody Happy New Year. And in Spanish, Happy New Year is Feliz Año Nuevo. Feliz Año Nuevo to everybody. Thank you very much. I'm excited for this new year, bringing on big things. We're doing good. 2024 is about getting better. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you next week.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services. Happy New Year and welcome back. I am so excited to be back to work. This holiday vacation I took was literally the longest amount of consecutive days I was out of the office other than when I had my babies. So it was so nice to be with family and to just relax and kind of put all of the work things on hold for a bit. But I'm ready to be back feeling fully refreshed and at your service. Starting next week on Monday and Tuesday at 1 p.m. in the Veterans Lobby, I will be down there just doing some one-on-one assistance with any residents who need help with their new community app. There are sign-ups outside of the CLS office. There's about 10 sign-up slots there. So if you see you're towards the end of the list and you want to come around 1:30 or so, that's completely fine. And if you can't fit, if they're all taken up already and people haven't canceled by crossing out names, you can stop by and see. Chances are, from what I've experienced so far, is the issues that people are running into, I can handle pretty quickly by doing a couple changes on the back end. So I really only anticipate spending a couple minutes on each request, and then the more complex of the request, we can work that out in each situation. So I'm going to do this every Monday and Tuesday throughout the month of January. So if you, for whatever reason, you can't make it this coming Monday or Tuesday, or the time slots are all booked, don't fear. The following weeks I'll keep doing it, and then coming in, we'll see how everything goes by the end of January. It might continue into February as well, depending. But I want to be there for you to answer any of the random questions or concerns that you have, and then diagnose and fix any of the problems that you're running into. I'm really thankful that everybody has taken on this app and is so optimistic about it and giving it a try, even if it's a little nerve-wracking. So thank you for trying something new and trying something different. It's going to make a difference in the long run. I firmly believe that. The other thing, speaking of the app, maintenance requests. I just want to make a mention, since we're rolling this out again, anything that you submit as a work order through the app or through the email address workorders@cypressvillageretirement.com, please just know there's most likely going to be up to a 48-hour turnaround for that request. So while the maintenance team is going to do their best to take care of it as soon as it happens, just keep that in mind, that it can be up to 48 hours that it'll take to receive, respond, and address. So with that in mind, if you have something that needs spoken to or seen right away, please make sure you call them directly. The number for that is 904-807-6124. And then if they are out of the office, it rolls to security. So security will be able to take that work order. And if they can assist, they will. Otherwise, they'll call in the big guns, AKA Dave and Robert, and then they'll be able to assist from there. But I just want to keep that in mind. If it's something like a leak or something that cannot wait the 48 hours, please make sure you do call, so that way we know it's urgent, needs to be handled right away. That's all that I have for this week. It's so good to see you all again, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Dawn Epstein, the Director of Innovative Home Services. I did want to invite you all to our wellness fair on January 23rd. It's Tuesday from 10 to 2. We're going to be there representing IHS. We're going to introduce a lot of new concierge services that are available and a lot of new things on the horizon. We're also going to have prizes. So we're going to have a prize wheel so you can come on down, have some fun, mingle, get to know us. If you've ever used us before, come say hi. If you're interested or want to find out more about what we can offer and what services we provide, just come on down to the Wellness Fair on Tuesday, January 23rd. Meet with us and we'll play some fun games and we'll have a great time introducing the new year. So I do want to wish you all a happy new year, and I will see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Here I am for another coffee chat. The security office is proud to announce that we are catching up on a lot of the outstanding work orders for the homes or apartments that have issues. Securitas is doing a good job of catching up. We had a big backlog, and it looks like they're slowly chipping away at it, and I'm really excited to say that we're getting close to being, a couple weeks away from finishing a lot of the ones that have been outstanding for quite some time. So really excited about that. Additionally, we're going to be sending out the new parking stickers probably at the end of the month. That would be the beginning of February or the very end of January, depending on how it falls. But the thing I need from you is if you have moved or if you have changed cars or have changed your registration for a vehicle or a new vehicle, something like that, something that would change your registration with security, please send that to us so that we can get the information right when we audit all of the files for registrations. And then just look forward to seeing those coming in your tubes. We'll be distributing them once we have all of that information out and ready to go. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, if you have something that you know is a change, we'd love to see that. And that's all I have for security. You guys have a good day.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful first week of January. We have a couple updates from our wellness clinic. Guardian Pharmacy will be in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, January 10th from 9 to 12. The medication cycle pickup will be for Tower D. Our first breakfast and BPs of the year will be today after coffee chat. Breakfast will be sponsored by Guardian Pharmacy, and blood pressures will be taken by a nurse from Concierge Care. Can't wait to see you all there. Life Transitions will be with Dr. Connie Williams at 2 p.m. in B3. Please note this is a new room as the Life Transitions group continues to grow, requiring more space. Please come see me if you have any questions regarding this support group. Auditory Training Group will meet in the Wellness Center at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Please call to reserve a spot. Our next Wellness Wednesday will be on January 17th and will be sponsored by our Outpatient Therapy Department. Join us as Madison, the new Director of Outpatient Therapy, presents on fall prevention. This will be at 3:30 in the Outpatient Therapy Gym located on Wellness Way. I am very excited to announce our first Lunch and Learn of the year. We will be having Brooks Rehab Research Department here on campus on Thursday, January 18th, to present on their Up To study that they are starting to conduct. The Lunch and Learn will be held in Egret Hall at 12 p.m. Lunch, of course, will be provided. We do only have 35 seats available, so please call 807-6118 before end of business on January 11th to secure your seat. And a daily dose of wellness, an inspirational quote for the new year. I hope that in this year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, then you're trying new things. Learning, living, pushing yourself, and changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before, and most importantly, you're doing something. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, villagers. It's Lisa Drew, your Community Life Services Director. It is the first Friday of January 2024. We made it through 23. I hope you all had as much fun as I did in quarter four. Between October, November, and December, we had a lot of fun. So January, in comparison, is a little bit more of a laid-back experience. Tonight, we're going to the Masterworks. We've got 2 buses going tonight. So you asked for it, you got it. We've got like 30-something people going to the symphony tonight. So we're very happy to provide that for you. For those of you not going to the symphony, come down to Egret Hall at 7 o'clock for Cheryl Bowen. She will be here to perform for you and give you some dance music. So on the 6th is the Vets for Vets lunch, which is really being coordinated by Jim Jandro, the chair of the Vets Committee. We are providing transportation. Jim has sent out information on that free event. We have a few people signed up for it, but we do have more space available. It's for veterans. It's a free event with lunch and speakers. So if you have any questions about that, contact Jim Jandro. If you'd like to sign up for it, come by the CLS office. Then on Monday, we have the Director of Volunteers for Community Hospice coming in for our speaker series. I know hospice can be kind of a confusing concept for some people. What is it? Is it a bad thing? It's not. And Fred Prince is going to come and talk to us about hospice. What is hospice? Also to talk to us about opportunities for volunteering with community hospice. I know that a lot of you like to get out of there and be of service to the community. So this might be one opportunity for you. So that will be Monday at 2 o'clock in Egret Hall. Then on the 10th, Wednesday the 10th, we have the Leitner Museum tour. A couple of times we've been to St. Augustine, and several of you have asked to go to the Leitner Museum, and it looks like a great place. They've got a beautiful exhibit on stained glass. So we'll be doing a guided tour. There is a lot of walking and standing on this tour, so it may not be suitable for everybody. If you aren't sure, come by the office. We can give you some more specifics. And then later that day, in keeping with our theme this month of Walking Challenge, we have our Nordic Pole Walking Workshop. Nordic Pole Walking is an amazing workout. It's really good. It's fun. It gets you outside. So Deb is going to be hosting this workshop with one of her fitness partners named Art, who is a pole walking instructor. You do not have to have Nordic poles to come to this workshop. Any level of experience from none to a lot are welcome to attend. That's 3:30 Wednesday the 10th in the OMR. And then we have out to lunch to Biscotti's next Friday the 12th at 11:30. And then we do the pop series Friday night on the 12th. And that evening we have Robbie Trice for music. And I hope you are all having a great, happy, and healthy new year so far. And I'll see you around the village.
Hi, Cypress Village residents. It's Brianne from the dining office. I'm going to talk about a couple things today. The first is our Chef John's holiday, well, not holiday anymore, but Chef John's pop-up dinner series. We are going to be doing them every week, but this week we're announcing the days for the following week. So it'll be Wednesday, January 10th, and Thursday, January 11th in 4600. The theme will be Italian night, and reservations are open starting right now. As of Coffee Chat, you can reserve your table by emailing Lindsay at rothmanlindsay@cypressvillageretirement.com and doing your reservation through that. She will confirm that she received your reservation immediately back through the email. So we hope to see you then for those pop-up dinners. The next thing I'm going to go over is the frequently asked questions that we got from community meeting last month, as well as the small groups that we've gotten for the past 3 weeks. These are all, remember, as effective as March 1st for our new preferred choice dining plan. So these answers do not apply until we start preferred choice dining. So I'm going to read them off, and all of the written answers to these questions will be provided in the weekly update this week. So first off, will there be pickup and deliveries from Middleton's? Again, effective March 1st. We will not be doing to-goes or deliveries in Middleton's. If you'd like to place a to-go or delivery order, you will place that through either 4600/Lakeside Dining or the Loon's Nest. Are we grouping tables together at Lakeside at 4600? No, residents will make reservations for their table. If a resident makes a reservation for one person, they will be sat alone. We cannot accommodate reservations over 8 people in 4600 or lakeside dining. Can we use dining dollars for guests? No. Per your contract, you cannot use your meal program for guests, so that is continuing into preferred choice dining. Will you always have to make reservations for lakeside? Yes. We will be highly encouraging reservations for lakeside. However, if there is small amount of, well, I just got back from an appointment and I didn't have a chance to make a reservation, we can accommodate those ones or one-off occasions, but we are encouraging residents to make reservations for 4600 lakeside dining for lunch and for dinner. What about this addendum that we have to sign? The contract states that you are provided 1 meal per day or 10 or 20 meals per month, depending on your contract. Because of this, no addendum will be required to sign. So residents will not have to sign an addendum to be enrolled in preferred choice dining. We are technically not changing anything about your contract. We are just changing how we utilize those dollars in our dining area. Why can't we have Middleton's open for lunch? This was a great question. We have far less residents at lunch than we do at dinner. Lakeside can accommodate these residents who want to eat at lunch. To accommodate for a higher level of foods being served, we need to make the financially responsible decisions when determining which services we kept. So we decided to close Middleton's for lunch and open Lakeside for lunch so we can have more of those served meals. Can residents make multiple reservations during the week for lakeside dining? Yes, residents will be able to book out a week in advance for reservations and can book multiple dates during the week. Residents will also be able to make day before or same day reservation if space allows. So if you, for example, if you wanted to come down for dinner at 4 o'clock and you look on the reservation system at noon and there's an open table, you're more than welcome to make that reservation same day. It's just what time slots are allowed. Will the kitchen have capacity to execute a la carte meals properly? We are currently working on a capital project for phase 2 of our kitchen renovation. This will include setting up the hotline so that we will be able to execute a la carte service easily. We hope that this will be completed prior to March 1st, but we are very diligently working on that capital plan right now. What about equity residents? Equity residents with no meal plan will have an account set up for them to charge their meals, or they can pay with a debit or credit card. This option will be much less expensive than going out to a restaurant outside of the community, and this is a huge benefit to our residents. So currently, right now, we can only take a credit or debit card in the Loon's Nest, but as of March 1st, we will be able to take credit or debit card in Lakeside 4600 or in Middleton. So residents will be able to either charge things to their bill or pay with a debit or credit card. I have a companion or health aide. Will they be able to go through the buffet and bring my food back to my room? No. You will have to place a pickup order with either Lakeside at 4600 or Loon's Nest. Middleton's buffet will be the option for residents that dine in only, no carryouts or to-goes. Do you anticipate that there will be an increase or decrease in the use of foam and plastic with this new system? There will be a considerable decrease in the use of foam to-go containers. This decrease will allow us to use earth-friendly version or possibly even reusable containers for to-go orders. With us taking away the to-go option for Middleton's, I think this will incredibly decrease the amount of plastic and foam containers we use in dining. Will the dining dollars I spend appear on my monthly service fee bill? No. The only time any dining charges will appear on your bill is if you go over your allotted dining dollars, or you are an equity resident with no meal plan and have chosen to charge your meal to your bill. Other than that, nothing will show on your bill just like it does now. If my billing cycle doesn't start until the 5th of the month, what am I supposed to do for March 1st through 4th when the new program rolls out? We will be adding prorated amounts, which is $17 per day, for residents whose cycles start later in the month. This is an example. If an apartment resident's cycle starts on the 5th of the month, we will add $68 dining dollars at the beginning of March to get you to your first cycle day, so to get you through those first 4 days. It is the same for it'll be $153 for residents whose cycle starts on the 10th, $238 for residents who start on the 15th, $323 for residents who start on the 20th, and $408 for residents whose cycle starts on the 25th. So we will add those prorated amounts so that residents will be able to get from March 1st to when their cycle date starts. Last one. What about assisted living residents? Will their dining program change? No, this change is only applicable to independent living residents. So assisted living residents who come down to our dining venues will still be able to access their same meal plan like they've done now. They'll be able to eat at any dining venue and apply it to one of their 3 meals a day. That is all the questions that we have gotten so far, and we will continue to add to this list as the small meetings go on. So we have another meeting this upcoming week on Wednesday, and we will continue to add to this list. But make sure to look into the weekly update for all of these answers in written form. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Hi, everybody. It's Hector Gonzalez coming to you live from Ty Morgan's office. What a beautiful chilly day it is today. I love the chilly days. Anyway, here's my updates for next week. Short and sweet. Brianne had a ton of updates from small meetings, questions, things like that, so I'm going to keep my part of it short. So small group meeting for preferred choice dining question and answer. The next meeting is Wednesday at 3 to 4 in Egret Hall. So that would be January 10th. And that'll be for the 5th floor, Indigo, and Silverberry. Please remember, it's not mandatory that you attend the meeting that is designed for your group. This is just kind of a gauge, or trying to spread people out a little bit. So if you missed a meeting, you're out of town, the holidays interrupted some of these meetings, feel free to join another meeting. It's fine. There's no issues with you coming to a meeting. We want you to be there. We want to get your feedback and get your questions answered. That's the main objective of these meetings. So again, it's January 10th. It's from 3 to 4 in Egret Hall. We're trying to keep them all out like on a Wednesday from 3 to 4. So, it's more consistency for us. Brianne has gone through and done a lot of that, read through some of the questions. It is in the updates this week, so we're getting caught up. All of the updates will have the questions that we've received so far answered. Redemption table for the specialty meal coupons. We have another one set up today, Friday, on the 5th. That'll be from 2 to 3 in the main lobby. I did just get a text from Chef, because I know this is a nagging issue. Let me read it real quick. Me too, I agree with it, but Chef says January 15th, we will have an updated Loon's Nest menu. So that's our go live date for Loon's Nest menu. So I know it's been a little bit, but we've, holidays, and we've been really concentrating on this preferred choice dining program. So the 15th of January, we will be updating Loon's Nest menu. Have a great day. See you around the village. Thanks. Bye.
I'm back, and I hope everybody's enjoying today's episode. I just had a couple items I wanted to conclude with, one of which is a pretty big item. That is community meeting next week, next Tuesday in Egret Hall at 10 a.m. We will have our January community meeting, and one of the pieces, or the biggest piece on the management side, is we are going to review the resident satisfaction survey results. It is a little delayed. The survey concluded at the end of October. So we are going to review all of the results of the survey itself, as well as the action plans where our residents felt we had the most opportunity or improvement based on the feedback and the verbatims and the survey questions themselves. So we are very excited about that. The two biggest areas that we're really going to focus on is going to be food and beverage, which was the biggest area of resident concern, followed by extraordinary impressions / hospitality and promises, which we'll get into that during the meeting itself. And then community life services is going to comment on a few areas that they've got some action plan items, as well as Ashley Miller in resident services and Laurel Mundell, who is going to cover extraordinary impressions and hospitality promises. So Next item, our following coffee chat. This is more of just a reminder for our residents. A week from today, we will be doing the Breakfast Brews and CV News. That is going to take place in Egret Hall as well next Friday morning. Dining Services puts out a lovely breakfast for our residents to enjoy, complimentary. So if you have some time on Friday, try and come up and join us. Grab a cup of coffee or a brew. Hear some updates and news from management, and enjoy some camaraderie with fellow residents. Last but not least, this is a really big one. Her name, our new assisted living director, is Connie Hickman. Some of you may remember Connie. She worked with me here, actually opened up our memory care neighborhood. I can't even remember the year that was, but I want to say it was around 13, 14. She is coming back to join us, and she is an amazing leader, and we are very excited to have her and several other new leaders up there in assisted living memory care. We will be putting out a communication to all of the residents and families as well to bring everybody up to speed there. So very excited. And last but not least, we're going to roll into birthdays and see who we got out there. Let me check on my lovely new Touchdown app. And I'm going to start off with the New Year birthday boy out there, and his name was Jay Solomon. Jay, happy birthday on the 1st. On the 2nd, we had 2. We had Miss Mary Nason and Mr. Matt Tucker. Happy birthday to you too. On the 4th, we had a few. We had Mr. Hines Hackbarth, Janine Temple, and Wendy Griffith. Happy birthday to you 3. Belated birthday to you 3. And today we've got 4 villagers that have a big birthday. We've got Miss Coralie Williams. Coralie, happy birthday. Miss Phyllis Krimmel. Happy birthday to you, Phyllis. Chris Burkholtz and Kathleen Kowalski. Happy birthday to you both. And I'm going to wrap it up there because there's a big gap between the 5th and the next birthday, which is on the 8th. So that is going to conclude another episode of Coffee Chat. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great weekend. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Who's on the 8th?